Hey man, welcome to First and Goal. This your boy Vel.
It's your boy One Jerk.
Let's get it, let's get it, man. Today we're gonna do a little analyzing of the college football games. We got a full slate this weekend. Got a couple top tier games going on. We're gonna start with which one y'all want to start with?
I think we start off with the best. That Florida State taking down Alabama.
Yeah, we can start with a blowout. We can start with a blowout. That's
This
cool.
is
We
man.
we we can start with a blowout. I completely understand that. We can
Hey,
start
people
with a
who deliver
blowout.
for $400 got a lot to say, boy. That's crazy.
We can start with a blowout, man.
But what y'all gonna say when Florida State win? What is there left to say at that point? We back.
We don't even have to worry about what we're gonna say because we don't need to say anything because it's not gonna happen.
But see, when we say we back, we really back. We not like Miami who been back for years and they never came back.
Man, listen here, partner.
Anyway, as you see, they have a few key players that are out as well. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't no type of FSU fan that just be like, oh yeah, we finna smash them boy. I think it's gonna be close. I don't think we get blown out. I don't think that we win. I think that it's close. I think that yes, they have some injuries, but it's Alabama. Next man up. They loaded all the way down to their third string. So I mean, I ain't really thinking too far into that as far as like it helping us. But I don't think we get blown out. I think if USF was able to give them a run for their money last year, I think that we can too.
Another delusional FSU fan. I love the take. I love the take. So what gives you the confidence that you think that FSU gonna be able to keep this close? What did they add in the portal? What did they add in the recruiting class?
If y'all watched the last episode of what I said that I liked about Florida State, we made some changes to coaching. We got some stuff in the transfer portal, and we got Castellanos who done stepped up and showed us that he can be a leader coming in and at least doing the right things. We ain't seen him play yet, but he done did the right things from a standpoint of like the leadership off the field to show us that he can lead them boys and like form that relationship. I'm
All
confident.
right.
Confident in
Okay.
both, man.
All
It,
right, man.
it,
I'm gonna get.
it can get worse than DJU. So at the end of the day, everything is up from here.
All right, man. So what you think the spread will be, man? What's your
I'm
prediction to
saying
score?
this game is won and lost by 10 points.
10 points. A team that
10
won two games last year. You think y'all gonna be able to keep up with Alabama, Crimson Tide?
for sure.
All right, man. But
Alabama ain't Alabama no more, man. This is not Nick Saban's Alabama, okay? This is not Nick Saban's Alabama.
it's Kalen DeBoer, the one that took Washington to a championship.
1 year, 1 year. We went 13-0 with our coach too. So I mean, if we talking
Where
about
did where did y'all go though? Did y'all go to a championship?
we got snubbed. Y'all even said that
Did,
too.
did y'all go to a championship?
They snubbed everybody in the ACC. Don't
Did
do that.
y'all go to a championship?
Don't do that. You know why we didn't go? Because
No,
Jordan
we
Travis
don't. No, we
because
don't.
yeah, because
Okay, okay. So you think I'm the only one that think y'all gonna lose?
no, it's a lot of y'all. Oh, see, I almost said something. It's a
See?
lot of it's a lot of y'all who think that we're gonna lose, but at the end of the day, y'all haters, bro. So like that's what y'all gonna say.
So you think it's all right, man? Let's see what ESPN got to say. Let's bring ESPN in on this chat. All right, this is what ESPN think. They thinking like I'm thinking. It's no way in HE double hockey sticks that y'all win this game.
Bro, I'm not too far off on the spread. I'm
I
not too
don't care.
far off.
I don't care about the spread. Let's use our brains here.
Plus
Al-
425.
Ala-
Do you know what that
A-
mean? Do you know what that mean? Bet the house on Florida State. That means you're gonna turn around and quadruple your money. And you could take that lady out on a nice little date. Whoever your lady is, if you're watching this, you could take on a nice little date after you win that FSU money.
This
Hello.
is this is not gambling advice. We will never give you gambling advice. We will put stuff out here, but we will not give you gambling advice. You put your money on Florida State, you're gonna be homeless. Rent due, mortgage due. It's right around the corner. Do not put your money on FSU. I promise you.
I like Florida State. That's
You
what it
like
is.
Florida State? Well, yeah, yeah. You biased, but let's be real, bro. This spread is 14 points, bro. So you think 14 points?
I'm saying you would think that it would be worse coming off a 2-10 season against a team like Alabama. You would think that they would have us at like a 21 point spread or something. They don't. They don't, bro.
Because it's a Kalen DeBoer, this a Kalen DeBoer offense, not a Nick Saban offense.
we playing that dope. We don't know what they
It,
quarterback look like. We don't know
yeah,
what they.
so yeah, so it's a let's go a full analysis. We don't know what Castellanos is gonna look like, but we do know what he did at Boston College. He was a dual threat. You know,
He
he
was
capable. He
college.
liable to run. He was liable to make a big play. So anything could happen. So I'm gonna give y'all a leg up on that part, but he's not gonna be a better, bro. I just think Simpson 100% will be a better quarterback in that game. I don't know. I just think Castellanos has that upper hand of being able to get out the pocket and make something else happen. But like passing yards and decision making, I think Alabama gonna have that. As long as Alabama don't turn the ball over, I think they can win this game easily.
Listen, it's a fully renovated stadium.
We
It's
don't care about no stadium, man. That's y'all favorite thing to say. Oh,
bro,
we got a stadium. We got a stadium. We don't care.
listen. I'm telling you all the reasons why I'm confident in us. It's a newly renovated stadium. Them boys playing with some. They gotta show. They gotta show that we ain't do this for nothing.
I ain't never
We
seen
got.
a stadium play a football game, but let's go.
Bro, if you want to go to the next team, we can. Cause you ain't letting me talk, and I'm finna flip the camera.
I ain't never seen a stadium play a football game, man. Let's talk about football.
Bro,
I
y'all ain't never
understand.
had a
The
stadium. What you talking about, boy? You ain't
yes
never
we
had a
yeah,
stadium.
yes we did. Stop the cap. Stop
When,
the cap. We
when,
focusing on
when
Florida State and
you won the
Alabama
AC,
right now. We
when you
we
won the AC.
focusing we won the Big East. You
Oh,
worry about the wrong things right now. You worry about the
oh,
wrong thing. Y'all been in the ACC way longer than we've been in the ACC. So let's not go there. Let's focus on
but
that
y'all
2 and
won.
10 team. Let's focus
But
on the
y'all
2
won.
and 10 team. Let's focus
But
on the
y'all
2
won.
and 10 team.
Oh, what if y'all go 2-10 with Carson Beck though?
Man,
That's
I
crazy.
guarantee we don't. I guarantee our record be better than yours.
No, no,
Are you crazy? You think
no.
Florida State win more games than Miami this year? You think Florida State a better
Yes,
team than Miami?
we beat y'all. Yes, we gonna beat y'all.
Bro, Alabama by 21, man. Let's call it what it is, man. Alabama by 21. I don't care if the third string playing they first string. If Alabama players touch that field, it's gonna be a touchdown. It's gonna be a pick.
It's a 10
It's
point
gonna be
game
a sack.
on
Man,
that.
y'all got a 5'8" quarterback back there. He better scramble for his life because they got some 6'5" DN, 6'6", 6'7" tackles, 6'8". Yeah, get ready. Get ready. Y'all ain't gonna be able to. First of all, y'all ain't gonna be able to get to the quarterback. Daryl Jackson, since he left us, he ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing with FSU yet.
Hmm?
Yeah, you heard me. He ain't did nothing since he left Miami. Yeah, he should have came back in the transfer portal.
Yeah,
But like I said, I got Florida State by 21 points.
that we win. That's cute. I love the way you just said
Plus,
it.
plus 21.
Oh no, no, I love the way you just said it. The way you said it
Nah,
is what
plus
it is.
plus 21.
That was your conscience speaking,
Nah, It'll never speak Florida State beating Alabama. Y'all might go be Alabama State, but y'all ain't gonna be Alabama Crimson Tide. Not the
bruh.
Roll Tide.
That's cool. Let's go ahead and transition into the next game, right? Who y'all play for
Yeah.
y'all?
Notre Dame, the same team we beat the last 6 times we played them at home. Let's talk about that. The last 6 times. In 2017, we beat the brakes off them. And we finna do it again. They say the stadium was so loud they couldn't even hear nothing. They said it was like a party in there. And this comes from the quarterback. So I ain't making this up. I ain't saying this like, oh, trying to be biased. The quarterback said that. We finna do it again this Sunday. We finna rock the crowd.
I mean, listen,
We finna rock. You ain't gonna hear nothing. You ain't gonna
no,
be able to
no,
hear nothing.
Notre Dame ain't no pushover. Okay, so
Well,
in the
hey, we finna push him
history,
over. I respect
listen,
history.
hey, keep living in the past, see what happened. Okay, y'all come
Watch
down there
this.
and get upset,
Upset. They the favorite. They +2 right now.
The way you talking, it don't sound like that. You gonna be upset. You gonna
Well,
have a
we plus two. They minus two.
quiet ride home.
Man, you crazy, man. You crazy.
I'm just saying, man.
You over
Like,
here, you vouching for a team that's minus I mean plus 13.5, and I'm talking about a team that's plus two at home. That's won the last that's won the last six times playing them at the
listen,
crib.
the biggest thing with that game right there is the same thing that we've talked about plenty of times, which is good and bad coaching decisions. Y'all can win that game, but because it's at home, that helps y'all. But then if you factor in the bad coaching that happened last year that you guys had issues with, if that happens again, y'all lose that game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But now you talking with some sense. I like the way you talking now. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way you talking. See, you talking real sports talk right now, man. You talking real football talk. So let's get into the facts, man. We got the best quarterback on that field that day. We ain't never seen Carr do anything since he been in. He a redshirt freshman. We got somebody who been on the championship winning team. He won two rings. He might not have started those two championships, but he don't won two rings. He started
man,
two
look,
years
I'll be
with
honest, I think Carson Beck is average.
that.
I don't
That's all we need though. That's all we need.
I don't think he's
We
a good quarterback. I think he's average. I don't think he's a good decision maker. I'm a Carson Beck hater. I don't think that he did
we
anything
know. We know.
at Georgia. I mean, really, them other guys made up for him. All you gotta do, you gotta be average at
They
Georgia.
had 36 drops. What did they make up? When he had what is
Right.
Bowers? He had Bowers and McConkey.
Yeah,
What
look who
happened?
you got.
They weren't dropping passes.
Bro, you got the number one tight end in the NFL is Brock Bowers.
That who cares? That's now. What that has to do with college when he played?
I'm saying though, it's easy to make up for average quarterback.
Okay, he can be average. We don't need heroics. We don't need any of that. We
Yeah,
need you to not
y'all
turn
don't
the
have
ball over.
Cam Ward. Y'all don't have another.
We don't even need Cam Moore. I feel like Cam Moore kind of slowed the offense. He helped the offense and he slowed it down at the same time because we started forcing. Bro, are you crazy? That man was holding the ball for 10 seconds. I'm not saying he's not amazing. He the best quarterback. I said this already before. He probably the best quarterback in 1 year. We didn't get like the 3 to 4 years with him, but we did stuff that we shouldn't have been doing, like games we could have won by running the ball. We didn't even run the ball. We throwing the ball so we can get him yards and touchdowns. We trying to get him the Heisman instead of winning these games. We could have been in the playoffs. Look at the Syracuse game, bro. We up 21. You up 21 at the half. That makes no sense.
So
But you got to see what they were doing. It's the last game of the season.
like, listen, right? If we look at this, which there was players who sat out, right? So let's go ahead and just throw that out there. The players who sat out, players who were in the transfer portal, players who were
Hmm.
going to the NFL, right? But the last game of the season for Notre Dame, right, was lost 34-23 to Ohio State.
Hmm.
That that's good. Like, that's a loss, but that's good. You only lost by that much to Notre Dame. Then y'all's game, 42-41 with Iowa State. Again, missing players, all the whole nine and stuff.
Yeah, you got to understand, brother. Those people had nothing to play for no more, for real. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. They have
I'm,
nothing
I'm
to
just
play for.
saying for both teams to that means those other guys who stayed, those next men up and stuff, that's what it shows us. Both coming off a loss at the end of the season, both close losses at the end of the season. To
Hmm.
y'all losing, regardless of who y'all did or did not have, Iowa State is kind of crazy. But Notre Dame only losing by what, 10 points to Ohio State. I mean, I like them boys for the win this weekend.
Yeah. Hey, call it what you want, man. I got Miami. I'm taking Miami for the win. Straight up money line. I'm taking it. I don't care if we win by three, but my prediction, I'm going 35-17 Miami. Because you got to look at if you look at the history of the top, what is it, top 10 matchups in the first week, but it always be blowouts. Always blowouts. It's always I'm looking at history, man. That's why you say numbers don't lie, bro. If you look at it over and over again, it's blowouts. And we at home And I think Carson Beck just hopefully whatever he was doing last year with that hero ball, he don't do it this year because hopefully he don't have to do it because he was trying to dig them out of holes. Because I remember I watched that Georgia and Alabama game. He had the worst first half I ever seen. Then he had the best second half I ever seen. It was legitly crazy because I was like, bro, this dude is terrible. Then the second half, he was like a whole new person because he kept throwing picks in that first half.
Last year we saw how bad Carson Beck really is. The year before that,
You saying that's how bad he really is, or his team, bro? You
no,
got
last
36
last
drops, can't catch a
last year
cold
he played horribly.
because he was playing hero. They had no run game. The offensive line was not good. Let's call a spade a spade. You can't just put all that on a quarterback when you got all these other factors that come into
Put it on
play.
him. I put it on him.
How many receiving yards did they? How many receiving yards did their
Man,
best receiver
that man
have?
is, that man is trash, and he gonna show y'all that he trash. At
How
the
many?
by mid season, you gonna be like, bro, I hate this quarterback. I'm calling it now. But
Man,
anyways,
that's crazy.
though, we both got teams that are in the ACC, right? So we're not gonna agree on this topic right here.
Yeah, because
But
we arch nemesis, so it don't
yeah,
matter.
but we got something in common here, which is everybody hate Clemson, right? Clemson plays LSU. That's number 4 Clemson versus number 9 LSU. I hate both of them teams because every single time we play them, it's always a tough game, one way or the other. So, what you like for the Clemson and LSU game?
Um, mm, they're gonna be playing in Clemson. They're gonna be playing
Prime
the
time, seven
the
thirty two.
it's gonna be the other Death Valley. So I think I'm gonna lean Clemson because they at home and LSU always lose opening games, bro. I remember they lost to y'all. So I'm gonna just keep it a buck, bro. I just think I'm gonna lean Clemson, and
On that.
yeah, I don't want to go Clemson, but I think I have to go Clemson. You know what I mean? I just feel like
I would prefer Clemson win because it looked better if we beat a team in the ACC either way.
no, we y'all play Clemson this year, Florida State,
Let's see.
because
Typically,
we play Clemson this year, but it
let's
looks
see.
good when the ACC team wins. That's what I will say.
Well,
It does look
they
good
might,
on the
they might
conference.
see, they might see one of us in the ACC championship though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we play them November 8th. So it looked better if they win. It's better for us if they win.
yeah. We don't
From
play
from
them.
the standpoint of like strength of schedule, if we beat them, it looked better, right? But at the same time, the more losses they have, the less chance of them being in certain positions.
Y'all beating Clemson is like you saying y'all gonna beat Alabama. I think that's about
I'm
only
not laughing.
only bro. Only reason I just can't see y'all beating. If y'all do, that'll be good, bro. That'd be like a craziest turnaround I ever seen, going from 2-10. Because it's crazy, y'all went from 13-0 to 2-10 to if y'all turn this year around. If even if y'all win 6 games, I will literally be like, wow. I don't know why. That's just like because
I
y'all
think
schedule not hard, but y'all
I
I
think
just
one
don't
of the
think y'all
biggest hopes
replenished
right
enough.
now. I think one of the biggest realistic hopes right now is that FSU makes a bowl game that's considered a win for them at this point. Based off the season that they had last year, going from 2-10 to having at least a winning season and making a bowl game, that's big. I actually have higher hopes than that for us. Um, I'm saying we have a winning season. I'm not saying that we win no national championship or nothing crazy like that, but I'm saying we have a winning season. I think it's definitely a big turnaround for us this year.
Yeah. So my full breakdown on this though, man. Like in the quarterback situation, I think it's pretty much a wash. Like I think there was two pretty good quarterbacks. Even though I think Nussmeier might be better. Like legitly, he might be better overall. But I think Cade don't turn the ball over a lot, so he knows how to get it done. But I'll call it a wash because I think Nussmeier had, man, he had a lot of yards last year passing. I think it was like over 4,000. He had a lot of passing yards.
This game is interesting though, just because like the matchup in itself, just that quarterback alone. I mean, a lot of people can argue that these two are definitely Heisman candidates. Depending on how their season goes, these are Heisman candidates.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So them playing week one, that's gonna it's gonna reveal some things and it's gonna shake things up a little bit, especially as far as rankings go and stuff. Which not that these rankings to me, I don't think these rankings
They mean
matter.
nothing right now.
Yeah,
They mean
you're
nothing right now.
a team that played last year that sent people to the draft and transfer portal. So I mean, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But I still think Clemson gets it. Clemson's coaching, um,
I think they got better coaching. Yep.
better coaching. Because time and time again, right? Every single year, just like you said, right? How LSU always loses their first game, right? Every single year, he get up there and he cry and make excuses about what they did and did. Bruh, how long you gonna keep your job? Because at the end of the day, y'all can't win. Y'all can't open up and win nothing. This ain't the LSU that people used to.
Yeah, and I think Clemson defense is better than LSU's defense. I
I
know
mean,
Perkins gonna be back, but I still
look,
think
look what they did with Georgia last year. Look what they did with Georgia last year.
yeah.
So I mean, Clemson ain't no slouch.
I think Clemson gonna have, and they got some good receivers, man. Who is his name? TJ Moore. I like him, boy. But you know LSU always got that stick at receiver regardless. But I like
You know,
TJ Moore and Clemson.
right there.
hmm Who what else I like? I like and I think I like Clemson O line better.
I said, bruh, I said that so wrong. I said, look what they did with last
And
year
George, yeah.
with Georgia. Georgia blew them out last year,
Yeah,
34 to.
I knew
I
what you
don't
were
know
saying,
why I
bro.
thought it was vice versa last year.
Nah. Clemson was good enough, but that they couldn't
Yeah,
beat no Georgia. They
when they
was
had
good
real
enough.
competition, they couldn't beat the real competition.
Yeah, because they lost in the playoffs.
Mm.
They beat what is the name of SMU, but when they got to the big boys, man,
Well,
yeah, that
SM
was
there was kind of one of them things like who y'all played.
yeah. SMU was like one of them teams that just caught like a spark. Like
Yeah,
they was like the ones that shouldn't have made it, but they
same
made it.
thing with Boise State.
They had a surprise good season.
Same thing with Boise State.
Yeah, yeah, because ACC always wide open though, man. But the same people been running the ACC for the last 15 years or so. 10 years. Nah,
You
about
know,
15 years. They've been Florida State, Clemson, Florida State, Clemson, Florida State, Clemson.
in college football, it always it's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
especially like if you just look at our state alone, right? You'll look at Florida might have like a 5, 6, 7 year stretch where like they smashing us in Florida, right? Then
Mm.
you look at it, okay, Florida State on top. Then you look at it, Miami on top, and then it's just a revolving cycle. So now whose turn is it? Last year it was y'all's turn.
I think it's gonna be different now. It's so much easier for certain teams to be
Bro,
better teams
a
with
team
NIL, bro.
can go from 2-10, jump in that transfer portal, get some players, and then they could go and have a winning season next year because hey, they ain't have
And
to rebuild with this.
you don't have to, man. NIL, the transfer portal, like all of this stuff
They're lucky
is.
like a mini NFL, bro. Like, hey, we suck this year. I'm finna go grab a bunch of players and make us not suck next
Oh
year.
yeah, be like, hey man, I'm gonna need about $5 million. I gotta go get a couple key players. Let's do it. All right, boom. You
Yeah,
go out and go rebuild your defense. Go rebuild your O line. Whatever you need to rebuild, you got the money. All you need the money to go get the players. Once you get the players the money, you got the O line. You got the
yeah.
defensive line. You got the offense.
And then with that comes coaches too, because some of these coaches they want to be a part of different programs too.
Yeah.
Um, they want to be a part of different things, whether it's for alumni. Well, hold on, because I'm getting ahead of myself, right? Have you looked and seen how many former players are currently coaches right now in college football?
No, I haven't.
Right, Eddie George is a coach.
Yes, he's the head coach. He's at Bowling
Mike
Green.
Vick is a coach.
Yep.
Sap is a coach. I'm not talking
Yep.
just head coach, right? Like some of these guys, Colorado has a few former players that are all coaches and stuff. But you have things like
I
that
think
that
that's the
now,
easiest transition for them though. So it
yeah, I
makes
mean, what
sense.
a lot of those guys, like not all, but some of those guys, they go and they get a general degree if they got a degree, and then it's like, but that love of the game is still there. They still doing combines, they still doing 7-on-7s, they still doing trainings and different things like that. If they can stay a part of football, which is what they love, because a lot of them guys, man, they had to transfer out of football before they fell out of love with it, whether it was for injuries, age, whatever it may be. So this is just a way of staying connected to it. But what it does, it also helps to keep these teams like getting new coaches, new opportunities, new players. Just different
Hmm.
being around the game is just it's really good to see.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, I just think it helps them mentally as well, man. Keep them around the sport that they love because that's a huge transition from doing something for so long since you've been 8, 9 years old to just going back to being a regular person again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't putting on these pads.
Remember, if anybody has not watched it and you watching this, go watch Dion's interview about what was it, the pivot, right? When he did the interview about what it was like going from being like the man to like it making it seem like nobody really needs you. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like you Sanders, a phenom in college, a phenom in the NFL, and in MLB, you was a star. You playing in MLB and football games all in the same week. That's unheard. It's unheard of, right? You doing all that stuff, but then at home you just regular. Like it's a thing where like people's mental health definitely it takes a toll on it. So them being a still a part of football, which kind of gets their mind back in that place where it needs to be. I think it definitely makes sense, and hopefully it helps those guys out too.
Facts, facts. Hey, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna give our last prediction on Ohio State versus Texas. So the last year champion versus Texas Longhorn, man. How you feel about this one?
I hate to say
I think
this.
I
I
think this
hate.
is the hardest one, bro.
I
But
hate to say
you
this,
said,
right?
and I just thought about something, bro. You said that Clemson and LSU was the biggest game. This is the biggest game.
This is the biggest game. This is
This
this
is
is well. Wait, hold
this
on.
is one versus three. This is one versus three.
Yeah,
And I don't know how somebody who won a championship last year is
these
three,
are
and
these are
then
also rankings based off last year
it can't be because why is Ohio State number three and Texas number one?
because they look at what they think you brought
No,
in, they think you're gonna,
they look at Arch Manning.
bro.
They looking at Arch Manning.
This is my thought, right? I like Ohio State for this game. I hate to say it, but I think that football, whether it's us as the fans, the commentators, the coaches, the analysts, the other players, whatever, they putting way too much on Arch already.
Way too
Um,
much,
just
bro.
because of his last name, right? They've already got him predicted at being a number one draft pick. They got him predicted at being a Heisman winner. They got them predicted at being number one already and staying number one. All this stuff. That's a lot, man. The man only played a few games already. Yeah, he looked good in them few games, and he's a Manning. But at the end of the day, pressure is pressure for anybody. That's a lot of
Yeah,
pressure. So I'm gonna go with Ohio State. They playing in Ohio. That stadium looks crazy when they play
that's
in
what I
Ohio.
was gonna go with too. Yep.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm just thinking about how like them in Michigan and Penn State, like their stadiums look freaking crazy when like they have.
It's a lot of them like that, bro. I think Clemson, LSU, who else got some crazy stuff? Oregon. it's some stadiums out here, man, that really be, rocking from side to side, bro. Have you in there putting some earmuffs on?
Yeah, but like I just think of like you know we don't really watch a lot of Ohio State or Michigan games because they don't play nobody until they play each other in the years past. So I always think back at the games where I've watched them play each other, and I'm like, bruh, these stadiums are crazy. Like when you're watching on TV and you're like, bruh, this stadium looks crazy. That's different. Like, cause imagine being in person.
Yeah, man, you know why those stadiums be rocking like that, bro? They all in towns where it's only about football. You have nothing else going on. So the
But
main thing is
just,
football, like all year long. They waiting for that
that's
moment.
just like Texas. I mean, it started with them from birth.
Yeah, it's a little different, bro, because Texas and Austin, bro. So that's not even like a college town. It is a college town, but it's not a college town. Like it's
It's just
Austin.
a
Austin
college
is a big
state.
city. Yeah, it's
They
the whole state of Texas
college
is
state.
is
When you look,
football.
yeah, when you really break it down, right? It's it's Florida, Texas, and California that are the big three states when it comes to football.
I feel like California done took a step back, man. I'm really
I think Georgia has
it,
stepped up,
I think Georgia has made an appearance. I think Georgia
but
has made an
you know what
appearance.
is California still has such a
California
large
just so big, yeah.
so big that like bro they have so many kids coming out that it's like it's easy for it to look like dang they producing because like look how big they are.
Yeah, yeah. They're one of the largest states.
Yeah, I mean, and Texas is huge too, but Texas does it from birth. Like I can't take nothing away from Texas, but Florida does it from birth too because just like they say down there in Muck City, they say them kids is fast for from birth because they out there chasing rabbits and stuff like that. They getting them ready for football and stuff.
Yeah, ain't
So
nothing down there though. That's
that's
another
what
thing. Ain't
I'm
nothing down there.
saying. It's a between Florida and Texas, I think that we start that stuff from birth as far as like sports go.
Yeah. Um, and Florida will be way further if they put more money into football. We ain't got no football stadiums like Texas got. We don't
Yeah,
have
like
even Georgia putting money into these stadiums like that,
yeah,
man.
we got like a few little like we got like IMG, right? But then you go to Texas and it's like every school is like
Every
IMG.
school, it could be a public school, man. It looked like a college campus.
But they got oil money out there, man. It's different.
Yeah, but yeah, it is different. But man, you got the government. The government can still put some money into these schools, bro. They don't even pay coaches. That's why you will see a lot of these kids go from Florida to Georgia. That's why you will see even a jump in their number too. Kids are transfer from Florida to go to Georgia because Georgia gonna give you that development that you need. They gonna get you some attention because all eyes in Florida, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard coming out of Florida, boy. It's so much talent, like so much. It's like it's oversaturated. Like everybody fast, everybody athlete, everybody can jump. Like it's ridiculous, bro.
When you can go to the hood and you can say, "Hey, we doing foot races today," you know it's saturated because everybody. If
Yeah,
we didn't have foot races in the hood, you know that it's saturated because I can bring somebody who fast. You can bring someone who fast. Man, yeah, it get crazy real quick.
yeah, man. You playing throw it back and run it, man, or throw it back and bust them up, whatever people want to call it, man. We used to call it throw it back and run it. Man, you tackling, you ain't got nothing on, no mouthpiece, no shoulder pad, no helmet. You tackling, but you starting that from a young age. You 4, 5 years old doing that in
Bro, we
departments and all that.
play, bro, playing for what's that one called? What's the other one called, man? What's the one where throw the ball up and then like you counting out numbers? Like play it. We used to play it in the street. Be like 500. Whoever catches it, they get 500 point. Remember, you used to getting the points and stuff, and then they'll be like bankrupt or whatever. You lose all your points.
Hey, Jerv, man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I don't think black people playing that, bro.
Oh man, that's crazy. That was before I played. My bad.
Hey, bro, I ain't never heard that one before, man. But that's a good one, man. But we can put it on the board, man.
I'll
We can
teach
put
you how
it
to
on the
play.
board, man. Yeah, teach me something, bro. Teach you
Yeah.
something, man. Man, but that wraps up this episode, man. We're gonna catch y'all on the next episode. And Hope y'all like this one. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.